Welcome back, everyone, to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as we continue this German campaign that began in 1900. You can see there has been a small update, which they say is preceding what is going to be a larger update that will include new nations, as well as a number of other new features. We do now have the ability to damage enemy ports in the campaign if there's a successful port strike mission. Ships now sink more gradually. Secondary guns will aim more effectively against fast-moving targets. There are some AI auto-design improvements as well as battle AI improvements that show that the enemy will be more aggressive when they're stronger, keep a more effective firing distance, and maneuver more dynamically. And his auto-targeting is also improved. So a lot of you have commented on the fact that the AI was, at least in the last episode, was a bit of a pushover. We won all of those one-on-one battleship duels. So that should certainly improve things for our future campaigns. Though this particular campaign, I think we're in pretty good shape just because we have reduced the number of battleships he has by so much. He's at 3 now to our 13. We have 19 heavy cruisers to his 14. Same number of light cruisers, slightly more destroyers, and of course he has all those torpedo boats. And we've got a huge monthly balance right now. So let's look at how we can spend that money. Let's go back into our tech budget and start investing in technology once again. I think we're good on crew training for the time being. Special machinery is 2 months away. What else is close that we could be? Okay, hull protection is 1 month away. We're going to get torpedo protection 2 available to us. Nothing of any particular note otherwise that I'm really too interested in getting real soon. No, I think that's it for now. Oh, naval guns. Here we go. Projectile technology. So actually, projectile technology plus 10% to shell protection or penetration. So that's probably worth it. Okay, so once again, we are now able to blockade him. You can see the power projection for us is double his. The tonnage is actually slightly better for the British Empire, but that doesn't necessarily project power based on the number of battleships we have. So we have many more big guns ships available. This is a major fight here in the North Sea. The enemy has threatened Helgoland. We should stop them or they will surely start bombarding the shore. So this is a port defense mission, the first one of those that we've seen. We certainly need to win this to prevent him from being able to get at Helgoland. But we're going to have our work cut out for us. We've got 2 battleships and the Scharnhorst heavy cruiser, a couple of light cruisers, and one of our newer destroyers up against a pretty substantial fleet. So this is going to be fun. Okay, here we go. We have made contact with the enemy. We've got our 2 battleships in a tight formation. I'm going to put that avoid torpedo. I think it's going to work properly now. So that'll help our second ship, which is the Kaiser, to avoid any torpedoes. Scharnhorst is up here, currently on AI, but I think I'm going to actually attach them to the battleships. Did we just put Scharnhorst in the lead? We might have. And it looks like Kaiser is going to be in the lead now. That's kind of weird, but okay. And then we've got the destroyer and the 2 light cruisers. Well, actually, the destroyer should be set to screen. There we go. Destroyer and the 2 light cruisers all set to screen. For some reason, the Kaiser is the lead ship, even though they're the furthest back. But we'll deal with that for now while these other guys get into position. Pretty big fleet battle we've got here. One of the bigger ones we've faced. So Kaiser's quite a bit faster than the Helgoland. Helgoland's only got a, I think Helgoland's a max speed of, oh, they're 19 also, okay. They're 2 different battleship classes. This is a 14,500 ton with 13-inch guns. Helgoland's only got the 10-inch guns. The destroyer going to put some torpedoes into the fleet. He did, but I wish he had fired them this way instead of that way. Alright, let's get some guns on this heavy cruiser. Actually, there's the Battleship Valiant right there. Let's go after that battleship. They've got 12-inch Mark 1s. These 13-inch Mark 2s are some nice guns to have. And they can do some real damage. I want to get my secondaries firing on the Polaris. So it looks like a torpedo did hit his destroyer. That was a little unexpected, but welcome, certainly. Let's get a smoke screen going there. We're still kind of organizing our fleet. Let's get Thor firing their smoke too. I'm going to try to light up this light cruiser while we've got them close. Let's go with some HE shells. And I'm going to put my secondaries on this destroyer, see if we can't finish them off. Man, our destroyer's up there super close to these cruisers. Too bad they don't have any torpedoes ready to go. Really don't know what they're thinking. They're on a screening mission. So are my light cruisers, including this one that's way the heck back there. I think Helgoland and Scharnhorst were avoiding some torpedoes. Not sure. But hopefully they start getting into order now, because they're basically worthless to me at the moment. Oh, I feel bad trying to sink a ship with my name, the Christopher. Alright, let's go Helgoland. Scharnhorst, get into position with me here. I'm going to slow Kaiser down a little bit. Boy, I tell you what, it'd be nice to get some torpedoes in the water on these guys, the way they're all bunched up right here. It'd be almost impossible to miss. This is where I wish I could manually fire torpedoes, because I would have fired one straight in that direction. But instead, we're going to put one in the water, but it's going to go way out this way where nobody's going to be. Now who's colliding? Oh, they are. Somebody just took a hit. Alright. I'm getting the impression that the avoid torpedo thing is still screwing up the rest of my ships from properly getting into formation. So we're going to have to detach them and do this the old-fashioned way for the time being. Until we can get them where we want them. There's some torpedoes coming our way. Alright, nobody's been sunk on either side yet. I'd like to change that soon. This destroyer's been flirting with danger for quite a while now, and I think he's about to pay for it. I want to put these guys on AI. A little worried about this rapid here. He's keeping his battleship back quite a ways. Alright, Alright, let's go after the Thames, see if we can take him out. Got 13-inch guns. Be nice if we could. I'll turn off my torpedoes for now, save them in case I need them later. Alright, same thing with the light cruisers. I'm going to put them on AI because they don't seem to be particularly interested in any kind of actual entrance into the battle. His light cruisers do not have torpedoes, so that's nice to know. Come on, baby. Let's get some hits. Might need to slow down a little more. Even at 1.3 kilometers, we've got a pretty poor percentage chance. Alright, we just got another torpedo hit on a destroyer. That might be enough to sink the Y. Come on, Kaiser. Get a hit on these guys. Blow them out of the water. 13-inch guns on a light cruiser. Oh, we can't even hit them. Come on. And our 8s have an even worse percent chance to hit. Of course, they're still ladder aiming. Destroyers out of torpedoes. They're basically worthless to me at this point. Well, they got 2 more. Jeez. The inability to hit even at this distance is rather frustrating. Alright, Kaiser landed a nice 13-inch hit on the Rapid. Even with HE shells, we got over penetration. 420 damage, though. Lit up the front end of his ship pretty good. I have Scharnhorst accompanied by a light cruiser trying to finish off the Y, who just does not want to die. He's out of torpedoes, though, so he's a pretty innocuous target at this point. So they can approach him pretty easily. Helgoland's over here. His battleship's out of sight. So we're going to have to be contending with these escort ships until we can finish all of them off. We're not going to probably see the battleship. Alright, Scharnhorst just put a torpedo in the water. Y's damage is so extensive that I don't think they've got the ability to avoid that. They're going to try to turn slightly, but they can't really move. And I think it's going to hit right up near the front, which is where we need it to in order to cause the flooding to sink. And there it is. Nice. Perfectly done. So we finally sunk a ship. It was one of his destroyers. Man, Kaiser. Ugh. Just no accuracy at all. It's really frustrating. There's his battleship opening up on us again. Our destroyer's completely out of torpedoes, so I can't really make a run on the battleship that way. There we go. I was trying to get them attached behind the Kaiser, which we finally have. Won't worry about avoiding torpedoes for now. Alright, let's switch over to that target. Looks like the Christopher just took a 9-inch shell. Did some decent damage. Alright, I'm going to bring the Scharnhorst up in this direction. Alright, that destroyer's out of torpedoes. The Thames doesn't have any. The Christopher's out. So really there's No threat here from those ships at all. They're all out of torpedoes. So we can go charging in at them. Let's ramp up the speed a little bit. I mean, there's no way I'm going to catch a destroyer. Although the Christopher can only go 14 knots right now, so I could actually catch him. Alright, we're in at 1.7 kilometers and still only a 5% chance to hit. We're starting to deplete our shells, too, which is a concern. And now with the smoke, we have the added obscurity of that. It's going to make it even harder to hit, even though we're 1.4 kilometers out. Maybe our 8s will get lucky. They're at only 3% chance to hit, though. I'm going to have to really close in on this guy. Got the Scharnhorst making its way in this direction. Alright, we finally landed some hits. We got a 13-inch hit over Penn, 475 damage. Christopher's in rough shape now. They're taking some flooding. I don't know if it's enough to sink yet. But we're in at just 0.7 kilometers now. We're going to blow right past him. So I'm going to try to slow down. Hopefully these 13s do the job. There we go, 1,000 damage. Beautiful. Bye-bye. Alright, let's get back up to speed. Don't even spot any of his other ships except for the Rapid. So I guess we're going to have to ramp up speed now. Scharnhorst, you need to speed up too. You got 25 knots available to you. Because he's running like crazy. Alright, new target. New destroyer that we hadn't previously spotted. He still has 8 torpedoes. So we've got to be a little more careful here. Only a 1 kilometer range on the torpedoes though. So that's an older technology destroyer. But right now, it's our only target. Just got to be cautious of those torps. Let's go ahead and slow down so we can get some decent aiming going. We can actually get in pretty close. We can get into just outside of a kilometer and be okay. There's his torpedo range right there. Unlikely we're going to get a hit with a 3.5% chance. Oh, up to 5% now. Now we're just outside that torpedo range. Now let's get ourselves a big hit. Maybe the 8-inch can slow it down, making it an easier target. That's so frustrating when you're that close and you're not hitting. Ooh! Nice hit from who? Ah, the Scharnhorst landed a hit. Okay, so because of our destroyer being way out here, we've spotted the light cruisers and his battleship. Well, we had his battleship. I think I just lost him again. But they were way out here. So our destroyer's doing its scouting job. But we're still dealing with this his own destroyer that's kind of headed back to meet up with the fleet. I don't know what in the heck our light cruisers are doing, but I'm going to take them off AI and start heading them in the right direction. Well, unfortunately, he ran big time, and no matter what I could do, I couldn't get caught up to him. I guess we're going to need some faster ships. The good news is it's a victory. Victory points 32 to 5, and the most important thing is we protect our port from that port strike. We take out 2 of his destroyers in the process with some medium damage to 1 of my own. So, strategically, that's a victory for us because we prevent the attack on our port, and that's really all that matters in this particular situation. All right, we got another big one coming on. The previous fight is not over. The enemy is closing to attack once again. So this is the exact same fight as before. We're going to pick up where we left off. It's a straggle fight. So haven't seen that before, but that's kind of cool to see that reconnection happening. And let's see if we can't get him to actually commit to a fight this time. Okay, here we go. Once again, and it looks like we got reloaded up on torpedoes. So our destroyer not only has been repaired, but has a new complement of 12 torpedoes. So that's some really good news that I think will come in handy as we fight this battle. And he does appear to be committing to the fight, which is nice to see because he was running away last time. We're going to try to light up this light cruiser that's coming at us. I've got Kaiser, Scharnhorst, and Helgoland all in one battle line, a tight formation. All 3 of these big ships firing on his destroyer. I'm hoping maybe we can land some hits. But once again, it looks like we're going to have the same problems with being able to hit. He's in smoke. We are not getting the aiming we need to. I have no idea what the DD-68 is doing. So we're going to take him off AI. Try to swing around and see if we can't sneak up on his battleship. Alright, let's be careful here with the Kaiser. Oh, we took out his torpedo boat. Alright. Because Witherington is just about in torpedo range here. So we got to be careful of that. So we hit the torpedo boat with 3 torpedoes. Dang. Alright. That's why he was running away. He had already put his salvo of torpedoes out. Oh, geez. Look at this. This is a problem because he puts a torpedo in the water at this distance. I'm in trouble. Let's try to cut it around if we can. Sink. Come on, sink. Alright, good. Good, good, good. No torpedoes coming from that destroyer. So there we go. We got 2 quick sinkings, 1 torpedo boat, 1 destroyer. Let's put all the guns now on the Polaris, this light cruiser. And again, gonna try to sneak V-68 around the back to get at Valiant. We'll see if we can make that happen. Let's speed things up now. Polaris has 2 torpedoes. I'm going to try to do the same thing with these light cruisers. See if we can't get around and maybe try to get at his battleship somehow. No, I want everybody on the Polaris. Alright, avoid torpedoes. Oh, why do they keep switching targets? Go after this guy with everything you got. Take out the close target and then we'll worry about the other ones. Alright, we gotta watch the rapid. In fact, I'm gonna get my 8-inch guns firing on him. Oh no. We didn't have the light cruisers on avoid torpedo. I took him off of AI, and so that he was just going straight ahead and went right into it. That's my fault. Alright, let's go check on the destroyer. Let's get some smoke going. I'm going to tell him save because I don't trust these torpedoes at all. Alright, we're almost in range. Alright. Everybody else on AI for a minute while I focus on making this torpedo run. Got 30 knots of speed to his 22.5, so there's no question I can catch him. We just got to avoid getting nailed. Like that! I really need to stop speaking these things into existence. That's also killing my speed. And now he's faster than me. He's going to be able to get away. Until I get that engine repaired. And he's sending a light cruiser this direction. The good news is he's fighting. Ooh, that hurt. He's not running away this time. Alright, big guns on the battleship that's headed right in my direction. Now, we're going to send the light cruisers in. See if we can't get a torpedo strike that way. Alright, I'm going to put the destroyer on AI now. The good news is he drove the battleship in my direction. So that works. Torpedo in the water. Might be behind him. I think he's going to get past this one. Yeah, he's going too fast. But we're in nice and close. Less than 1.5 kilometers away. I'm going to try to get another torpedo going. Come on, baby, get up there. We're starting to land some damage on the Valiant. My destroyer is getting lit up here, but he's got the focus of all of his escort ships at the moment. Well, I'm going to try to make a torpedo run with my light cruiser. Problem is, I don't like the angle he's at. It would be too easy for him to turn away from it. What's happening there? Valiant hits the Rapid. Is he causing damage to his own ships? He did. He caused quite a bit of damage to one of his own ships. Friendly fire, buddy. Keep doing it. I don't like this angle at all. Kaiser's just not keeping up with Valiant. We need to get a torpedo hit. Hoping from 0.8 kilometers we won't miss. But that's a tough angle. Not one I'm real pleased with, because he could just turn to the right and miss. That's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, there goes our destroyer. Man, he's fast. But he is going to get hit by the torpedo. Got him. Right in the rudder. He's only going 21 knots. Got him in the rudder, though. Alright, let's speed up the Kaiser. See if we can't do something here. Man, that torpedo did some nice damage. We're reloading pretty fast, too. Maybe we can get around and get another one on him. Here comes his light cruiser making a run on me. We're going to make another run on him, if we can. Oh, he's coming straight at me. Alright, big guns on Valiant. Small guns on the Thames. We've almost got Polaris taken out. That's nice to see. There's a 13-inch shell on the battleship. The Mainz is going to get ready for another run here, hopefully. I'm going to turn off the torpedoes until we get right up alongside her. Alright, let's go to save, because we need to get them aiming. Let's slow down. Hopefully we get one in the water right here. Ooh, big hits. Took a torpedo hit on the Thor, though. I think Thor's toast. There we go. There's one on Valiant. Battleship's toast. Beautiful. Okay. So, as of now, we have sacrificed a light cruiser, Thor, probably, and then a destroyer. But we're finishing what we couldn't do last time, which is to take out this fleet. Things are going much, much better this time around. Not so much for Thor, though. Okay, I think we got Polaris. They're done. That leaves 2 light cruisers in Sybil and Thames. Let's go look at the Valiant going down. Beautiful. And Polaris right here. So here's Thames. They're taking some hits. Sybil's taking some hits. Nothing major so far. Thor might survive this. I think his light cruisers are running. Alright, he did in fact run, but it's a major, major victory. 1,320 victory points to 209. We did lose the V-68. Heavy damage to Thor, but Thor did survive. He escapes with 2 light cruisers, but we sank one. Where's the battleship? There it is. Sank a battleship, a light cruiser, 2 destroyers, and a torpedo boat. That's the kind of victory that could finally push us to within striking distance of a victory in the campaign. He's down to just 2 battleships now. I think we're going to auto-resolve that one. There's an ambush mission. Oh! So he's down to 2 battleships, and here's one. Boy, that's too good to pass up, right? We got to make a run at that battleship, even if I lose all 5 of these destroyers in the attempt. To sink one of his 2 remaining battleships would be epic right now. Let's make it happen. I'm going to go into a tight formation. I do like the idea of having at least one destroyer that's headed in a different direction than the rest. These are all older type destroyers. We've got one of the newer ones, not the newest, but newer, that's got a higher range. So the battleship is the target. The battleship is the only target that we are worried about. Light cruiser is really not a concern. Though, if we can put a torpedo on them and take them out as a factor, that would be okay, I guess. How fast? These have got 33 knots of speed. Alright, there's one in the water. I'm sure the light cruiser... Oh, 2 in the water. Light cruiser is going to avoid that. It's all about the battleship. That's the Thames. That's one of the ones that got away earlier. Interesting. But the good news is my torpedoes drove him that direction, which cut him off from being able to protect the battleship. And now... we're going to start getting in position for our run here. We've got enough ships in a line that we don't necessarily have to worry about waiting to the last second to put torpedoes in the water. Though I still would like to be efficient, if at all possible, on that. Oh boy. But I think we've got them where we want them. I need to try and get up on the other side of them with this one. I'm going to tell them to save, although they're the target right now. He can't fire his big guns at both sides at the same time. Alright, here comes our first torpedo salvo. Maybe. Why aren't you firing? You're in range. Put a torpedo on that target. There we go. Or 4. Next. Oh, he's going to miss those. That's what I was afraid of. I should have waited. Come on, baby. Don't miss. That was too easy. Too easy of a miss. I'm not crazy about that angle either. I'm chasing my own torpedoes. Well, we're going to get one hit. No, no way. He missed all of them. Ugh. And then we had a collision. Darn it. This is not going well so far. Alright, I've got to turn this completely off until I'm exactly where I want to be. I mean, that's the only way to do this. Oh, that was frustrating. These guys aren't even ready to fire yet. He is on fire, though. There's a lot of fire going on Valiant right now. Alright, come on, baby. Reload. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Here we go. These aren't going to miss. Get them in the water. Yes. Boom. 4 torpedoes. There we go. V-29's the hero today. Flooding all the way along the bottom. Fires everywhere. Valiant is toast. Yes. V-29 to the rescue. Beautifully done. And while these two are busy hugging each other, let's see if we can't take out the Thames. Alright, light cruiser got away, as did a destroyer that I never really saw, but again, 1,000 British sailors are taken out. Another battleship is gone. He is down to just 1. I cannot believe this campaign can last much longer. Oh wait, he still got 2? How's he still got 2? Alright, wow. Can we withdraw? No. We'll auto-resolve and hope for the best here. Alright, that worked out okay. So he must have had 2 left, I guess. I don't know what I missed about that. But 53,000 victory points to his 31,000. Power projection now, just 17,000 for the British. We've got 5 heavy cruisers we're still building. We've got a nice monthly balance going right now. Let's look at research for a second. We can turn off what we were working on there. Is there anything else that's close? Big guns. So we'll unlock some new guns here. And gun layout as well. What's that give us? 6 superimposed large guns. Researching is close on that. So we'll save up our money a little bit here for a while. Oh boy. That's another crazy big one that we're just going to auto-resolve. Finances. We're in good shape. Yeah, we'll go ahead and work on the dockyard a little bit. He scrapped some destroyers and some light cruisers and a few other things. Interesting. So now we're at 13 to 2, 19 to 13, 30 to 25, 42 to 36. We still got those 5 heavy cruisers that haven't quite been finished yet. So here's the situation now, February 1917. 13 battleships to his 4, 22 heavy cruisers to his 11. He just can't afford to keep up the size fleet he had before. Power projection is now at 42,000 to 17,000. I want to look at research here. We got those new big guns. So I like that. And we're working on building a slightly bigger dockyard. But for now, I'm thinking we got 4 million available a year. I'm thinking we're going to design some new battleships again with the latest tech that we've got. Still Battleship 3. Can't do anything bigger than 17,000 tons, which is frustrating, but How about an auto design? Let's see what we come up with. So those are only 9-inch guns on a battleship? Come on, no. Centerline guns, we've now got Mark II 12-inch guns. I think that might be what we go with here. Oh, we can't put them on that. That's the problem, is that this design doesn't allow for that. I'm just not going to build any new battleships till we have a better available hull to build with. So I think we're going to wrap it up right there. I feel like we're getting close to the end. I don't know exactly what the numbers are going to have to look like for us to be able to actually win the campaign, but we will come back in a couple of days and see what happens. Thanks for watching.